Welcome to the East Chile Pepper Institute test garden at Mascenic Regional High School. These plants were planted by the spring 2016 horticulture class and has been kept going by the fall 2016 horticulture class. In this garden we have a mixture of both chili peppers along with a series of sweet peppers that the kids are using for various aspects of the horticulture class, but with the main goal being that we're going to do some hybridization between different varieties and see if we can create our own chili pepper of some sort. So one of the other things that we wanted to do is we want to become one of the local areas for information on chili peppers, and so one of the components of our test garden is to evaluate the chili peppers for both growth and productivity. And in particular this summer we had what would be described as a very hot and dry summer. Actually, as a teacher, I found myself over here watering the garden solidly at least once a week, which is definitely drier than we normally have. But from a chili pepper standpoint, that tends to be a good thing. They tend to like it hot and dry, and so as far as growth goes, the chili peppers did quite well, considering that the vast majority of vegetable plants might have suffered a little bit. So one of the things that we want to do with this video is just to simply capture some of our solid producers here. These bushes right now are part of the habanero family, and they have a tendency not to grow very tall or very big anyways. As you can see, one of them's flowering and getting ready to go right now as we get late into the season. This is October. And we got a series of serrano peppers right there that really did kind of well, even though the plants seem to be a little bit on the smaller side to some of our jalapeno varieties. This jalapeno variety has done very well here. It's not hot rod. This is a straight early jalapeno variety that we got there. Again, we've got some more serranos. These are serranos that are specific to New Mexico, Serrano Tempenquino. And even though the plants are relatively small, you can see that we've got some real solid production off these Serrano Tempenquino. So I'd definitely give them a thumbs up. As we work our way across, we've got some ancho style. This is a little bit different one called Padron that I grew myself last year, and has definitely been highly productive this year. They create a small ancho type pepper that they say 1 out of every 10 tends to be on the spicy side. Other than that, they tend to be like regular Padrones. Here we've got El Jefe. These El Jefes produced actually pretty well. We just did in the foods class, we just prepared some salsa, and El Jefe was heavily utilized in that. I don't want to say one of our big surprises, but certainly one of our best producers on the year is the hottest pepper that we have, that's over 1 million Scoville units, and that's the Golden Ghost, the habanero type pepper. But as you can see, as we get in there and close up, we've got a lot of peppers that are coming near ripe. We've already taken some off again for the salsa and stuff like that. But these are the biggest plants we have in the garden. These and the straight up poblanos, as far as plants go, have grown phenomenal. And again, the production is really, really good. We got some red paper lanterns here and some straight up habaneros. Again, small bushes, but plenty of production on these this year. Back in here, heavily utilized, we have a caparino pepper. It's a round pepper that tends to be a little bit spicy. Can be pickled, or in this case we used them for stuffing. We stuffed them with cheese, and they were delicious. Here we got some of our poblanos. Again, these were heavily utilized in some of our other recipes for stuffing. And from this point over, though there are a couple hot peppers mixed in, is we've got a series of sweet peppers that we put in here, hoping that we can use the sweet peppers to hybridize, maybe make some spicy sweet peppers, spicy sweet bell peppers in the action. Again, on here we've got, there's a Purple Islander But on top of that, we've got some poblanos that we finished up with. We had a little extra space in the garden, so we ended up with a little more space there. We've got some hot rods, which are a type of jalapeno. They look very similar to a serrano, and they've done fairly well. You can see that they've got a lot of fruit on them. And so this is our Chile Pepper Institute garden, and we had extreme success with this year. Great growing season, and we're looking forward to some of the hybrids, as you can see as we went by, and I can show you one right there. There's one of the hot rods with a tag on it, and that tag is from one of the hybridizations that we did. You also might notice that there seems to be a little litter in there, and those are from the envelopes that we use to keep some of the seed stock pure while we're trying to create a stockpile of some seed stock that we can use next year that we can ensure is pure. So anyways, this is an overview of this year's 2016 Northeast Chile Pepper Institute test garden, and we're looking forward to seeing what the students have produced. Thanks.